Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was recently seen in the news. The Kanha Tiger Reserve is located in Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka or Odisha. The correct answer is option B, Madhya Pradesh. Recently, a 15-year-old tiger has died after being found in an injured condition near the Kanha Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, Balaghat district. The Kanha Tiger Reserve, also called Kanha National Park, is the largest national park of Madhya Pradesh. It is located in the Mandla and Balaghat districts of Madhya Pradesh. It is also the first tiger reserve in India to officially introduce a mascot, Bhur Singh the Barasingha. The lowland forest is a mixture of sal, Shoria robusta and other mixed forest trees interspersed with meadows. The park has a significant population of Royal Bengal tiger, leopards, the sloth bear and Indian wild dog. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, State Food Safety Index is released by which of the following? Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ministry of Food Processing Industries or Center for Public Health and Food Safety. The correct answer is option A, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. The Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare will release the State Food Safety Index as part of the World Food Safety Day celebrations organized by the FSSAI, that is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. SFSI is an annual assessment released by FSSAI. It serves as a tool to propel states and union territories to enhance their performance and establish robust food safety systems within their jurisdictions. SFSI takes into account the performance of the states on 5 key parameters, each of which is assigned a different weightage in the assessment. The parameters are human resources and institutional data, compliance, food testing infrastructure and surveillance, training and capacity building, and consumer empowerment. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following pairs: river and origin. 1. Dnipro, Ural Mountains. 2. Volga, Valdai Hills. 3. Danube, Black Forest. 4. LB, Giant Mountains. How many of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? Only 1, only 2, only 3 or none? The correct answer is option C, only 3. Recently, a huge Soviet-era dam on the Dnipro River that separates Russian and Ukrainian forces in southern Ukraine was breached. The dam, 30 meters tall and 3.2 kilometers long, was built in 1956 on the Dnipro River as part of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. The Dnipro River is one of the major transboundary rivers of Europe, rising in the Valdai Hills near Smolensk, Russia. Hence, pair 1 is not correctly matched. The Volga River is the Europe's longest river and the principal waterway of Russia. It arises in the Valdai Hills northwest of Moscow. Hence, pair 2 is correctly matched. The Danube River is the second longest river in Europe. It begins in the Black Forest in Germany. Hence, pair 3 is correctly matched. The Elbe River is one of the major rivers of Central Europe. It rises in the giant mountains of the northern Czech Republic. Hence, pair 4 is correctly matched. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Law Commission of India. 1. It is a statutory body. 2. It is established for a fixed tenure. 3. The recommendations of the Commission are binding on the government. How many of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Recently, the 22nd Law Commission of India submitted its final report, Usage of the Law of Sedition, on the constitutionality of Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code. The Law Commission of India is a non-statutory body and is constituted by a notification of the Government of India. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Its major function is to work for legal reforms. The Commission is established for a fixed tenure and works as an advisory body to the Ministry of Law and Justice. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The recommendations of the Commission are not binding on the government. They may be accepted or rejected. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology or iCET, sometimes seen in the news, is an initiative between which of the following countries? USA and South Korea, India and France, USA and Ukraine, or India and USA? The correct answer is option D, India and USA. Recently, the Initiative on Critical Emerging Technology or iCET was seen in the news in anticipation of the Prime Minister of India's scheduled visit to United States. India and the US are discussing possibilities of co-producing jet engines, long-range artillery and infantry vehicles under iCET announced earlier this year. Under iCET, two sides have identified 6 focus areas of co-development and co-production. These are strengthening innovation ecosystems, defense innovation and technology cooperation, resilient semiconductor supply chains, space, STEM talent, and next generation telecom. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is recently seen in the news. Varunastra is a heavyweight torpedo, submarine launched ballistic missile, cruise anti-ship missile, or advanced light torpedo. The correct answer is option A, heavyweight torpedo. Recently, the indigenously designed and developed heavyweight torpedo Varunastra was successfully test-fired with a live warhead against an undersea target. Varunastra is a ship-launched anti-submarine torpedo having low-drift navigational systems, acoustic homing, advanced acoustic countermeasure features, autonomous guidance algorithms, insensitive munitions warhead, and a GPS-based recovery aid for practice torpedo. It was designed and developed by Vizag-based Naval Science and Technological Laboratory under DRDO and is manufactured by Bharat Dynamics Limited. The torpedo has a maximum speed of 40 knots and a maximum operating depth of 600 meters. It has a long range with multi-maneuvering capabilities and is capable of acoustic homing with a wide look angle, capable of tracking silent targets. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is Global Economic Prospects Report is released by which of the following? International Monetary Fund, World Bank, World Economic Forum, or Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The correct answer is option B, World Bank. Recently, the World Bank has published the Global Economic Prospects Report. According to the report, growth in India is expected to slow to 6.3% in the financial year 2023-24, which is a 0.3 percentage point downward revision from January. The World Bank also noted there is an unexpected resilience in private consumption and investment and robust growth in the services. According to the report, the global growth is projected to decelerate from 3.1% in 2022 to 2.1% in 2023. In emerging markets and developing economies other than China, growth is set to slow to 2.9% this year from 4.1% last year. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, it is a hypersonic missile capable of traveling at 15 times the speed of sound, has a range of up to 1,400 kilometers, and the missile could pass through any regional missile defense system. Recently, there were reports that Iran has launched a missile as described above. Identify the missile from the options given below. Desful, Amrit, Fattah, or Hormuz 1. The correct answer is option C, Fattah. Recently, Iran claimed that it had created a hypersonic missile capable of traveling at 15 times the speed of sound. Iran's state television reported that the missile called Fattah or Conqueror in Farsi has a range of up to 1,400 kilometers. The report also claimed the missile could pass through any regional missile defense system. This missile has the capability to utilize various warheads for different missions. A few days back, Iran claimed to have successfully test-launched its 4th generation Khorramshahr Khaibar. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Homo naledi, an extinct human species. 1. They walked fully upright just like the present-day human. 2. Their fossils have been found from the Rising Star cave system in South Africa. 3. They buried their dead. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option C, all three. Recently, paleoanthropologists have uncovered evidence regarding the burial practice of Homo naledi. Homo naledi is an extinct human species that lived hundreds of thousands of years ago. They walked fully upright, just like we do, and had hands that were similar to ours. But their shoulders were built for climbing and their teeth were shaped like that of older primates. Hence, statement 1 is correct. More than 1,500 fossil specimens belonging to 15 individual species, in the Rising Star cave system have been found in South Africa in 2014. Hence, statement 2 is correct. They buried their dead and carved meaningful symbols in a cave. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding World Oceans Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on 7th June. 2. The theme of this year is Planet Ocean Tides Are Changing. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, the Indira Gandhi Zoological Park, Visakhapatnam, Vizag Zoo has called for volunteers to undertake coastal cleanup on World Oceans Day. The World Oceans Day was established by the United Nations in 2008 and is observed on 8th June every year. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The theme of 2023 is Planet Ocean Tides Are Changing. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It aims at raising awareness of the importance of the ocean and the ways in which it can be protected. It is hosted by the Division for Ocean Affairs and the Law of the Sea of the Office of Legal Affairs of the United Nations in partnership with the non-profit organization Oceanic Global and supported by Panerai. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Last question is, Addiction-Free Amrit Kaal is an initiative of which of the following ministries or institutions? Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, or Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions. The correct answer is option C, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Recently, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, or NCPCR, successfully launched the national campaign Addiction Free Amrit Kaal. This campaign is aimed at promoting a healthier and addiction-free India, marks a significant milestone in the mission to create a tobacco and drug-free nation. The program is organized by the NCPCR in technical partnership with Tobacco Free India, a citizens group. The campaign strives to address the pressing issue of tobacco and drug addiction amongst children in the country. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research is to be jointly launched by the Ministry of Power with which of the following? Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Coal, or Ministry of New and Renewable Energy? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.